Hey, good morning. It's about 8 minutes after 10 a.m. here in Joe's new rush shop in Youngstown, Ohio. Beautiful sunny day. I don't know what my day has in store for me. There is a show up in Erie. Ken from Model Building Retirement asked me and Mark from Grandpa Mark's, hey, if we want to ride along and go to the Erie show, which I didn't even know was happening. I thought about it. Do I really have the money? But most important, I get a text from my sister yesterday and another one this morning. It seems my mom has worsened. She went from her room to the psych ward in the assisted living place she's in because she was bashing her head full speed into the wall and trying to harm herself and kept telling the whole staff she's going to kill herself. So they put her in the psych ward. And then my sister texted me this morning. She's being moved back to the ER at the hospital. That she'll text me later, let me know what's happening. Now, not to sound cruel, mean. I realize she's my mom. She carried me for 9 months, popped me out of a tiny little hole, and raised me. And there were times that, yeah, she could have done this and gone out and partied and done this. No, instead she raised a kid. And, of course, a few others, too. But if I got to go up that ER and just sit there in a chair for 8.5, 9, 10 hours, 4 hours, and she's not conscious or she doesn't even know I'm there, I don't know if I even want to bother with that. I mean, I said goodbye to her, a couple Sundays ago I visited, and she was actually almost all there. I couldn't believe it. She was almost conscious and normal. And now she's gone back downhill. And it's just, I love her. She's my mom, of course. But anybody who goes through this will tell you it's horrible just to stare at a person that's not the person they used to be. She's like, over there, she's another person entirely. It's like inside she's dead, but the body doesn't know it and it just keeps living. I mean, I'm not much of a believer in the man upstairs. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But the thing is, it's like, if there is a God, why would he let somebody suffer? Either snap his fingers and heal them and make them back to normal, or take them. One of the two. Oh, Lord. I mean, that's why I supported Jack Kevorkian back in the day. I think people, when they're younger and virile and they got 100% up here, they should be able to sign a paper saying, look, if I'm ever in a state where I'm totally screwed up, do me in. Okay? That's simple. I love my mom, but come on. If you're up there, God, if you're real, if any of you believe, pray that one of two things happens. Either a miraculous healing or she passes and moves on to a greater reward. This is just horrible. I mean, I know I'm being slightly selfish because I don't want to sit in a hospital room all day, but it just seems to me sorry but pointless. Just sitting there staring at somebody who's unconscious for hours. Of course, he may be fully conscious and get combative and start punching the nurses. I don't know. But either way, please, heal her or take her. Make up your mind up there, okay? Because this ain't good for her. That's no way to live. I don't want to live that way. I'm telling you, everybody right now. I mean, if I'm ever in a state where I'm not coming back, take me. Please. If I can't do simple things like build models and watch my television, I'm not an exorbitant person. I don't have a lot of money. I don't travel the world. I don't have a collection of fancy cars. I don't do exorbitant fancy things. I do simple things. Very simple things. What most people might consider boring or stupid, I like. Okay? And sometimes just vegging. I love that. Do any of you love vegging? Let me know in the comments. I mean, do you ever just sit there and just like have the television on, but not really in watching it, just sort of staring at it and just thinking about whatever? I love that. That's just one of those dumb things I love to do. I look forward to it. I look forward to taking a nap. I mean, oh my God, there's times I'm like, I just want to lay down in bed and crash. But anywho, that's not all this video is about. Hopefully, mom's okay, because I got a few other things I want to do today. In fact, I may go do them in a few minutes real quick, just in case I get called to the hospital. I can at least get these things out of the way. Um, I, there's a place called, I think called Valley Deals. Um, it's coupons for like 50% off here for different restaurants and stuff. So I bought a couple for a local restaurant, and you have to print them out. So I got them on my phone, and I'm either going to go down to the library and just have them print them for me. You know, it's like 15 cents a copy or something. Or I might just go invest and go out to Meijer or something, or Walmart, and see about getting another printer. Seeing what prices are. I went on Meijer's site, and there's no prices. It says see price in cart. Well, I can't find the add to cart button anywhere. I'm like, well, it's not that far to drive out there, I guess. And, you know, see what a printer is. Because if I get a decent printer for a decent price, I might just buy one and then have one again so I can make little, you know, maybe make my own decals and stuff like that. But anyhow, that's basically what this video is about. It's got another mail call. This one, in case any of you are curious, this is from Backroads Craft Studio. Now they have a website and an eBay. I bought these on eBay. Now I thought by the picture, you see the size of this here sheet. She had them photographed something like this. But imagine without that. So it looked like, you know, 2 sheets square. But it's actually 2 sheets rectangular. And I'll let you... Oh, keep forgetting it's backwards. But something like that. There's several little ribbons and sayings for breast cancer. So this will make one cool breast cancer tribute van. There's going to be all kinds of decals on there. And just like the other decal company, she sent me a bunch of little extra ones. Yeah, I mean, if little cutesy ones, because of course these are for fingernails again. So let me remind you, these are fingernail art. A water slide. Little penguins. And Halloween theme. There's Tigger and Eeyore. Jack Skellington. Oogie Boogie. I think it's Lilo or Stitch. And Mickey Mouse. So they have good little decals for whatever. But hell. Yeah, so I got those today. And still waiting on, what is it? Iceman. I think Iceman got me a package coming. It still could be today. I don't know. I didn't get tracking confirmation on this one. You have to go to shop. And I went to shop and I can't find a way to track it. So it could be here today. It might be here Monday. So you might be in town today, but it might not get to the P.O. box today. So I may have to wait. But anyhow, yeah, this whole thing, that's about all I wanted to update there model-wise. Oh, I got a blazer. This is the Jim Hopper blazer, the new Revell one. I got it in like dark primer and black. I kind of fogged them together. Then I'll put a color over this and weather it down. I prefer the more red oxide primer, but this is all they had at the Walmart the day I was in there. It was a big can for a lot less. They didn't have the normal one. They were out of the red oxide. But it's close enough, so I'm going to weather this up, and that'll be a slot car body. But yeah, I did that yesterday. And but back to my mom. It's like, yeah, I don't want anybody to think I'm a cold-hearted person. You know, I realize maybe some of it's slightly selfish. You know, I just... You know, it'd be one thing if she was conscious and I just have to take care of her or help her out of stuff. But it's like she's barely there. And I just hate to see people suffer like that. I mean, I know I don't want to. And I was talking to a friend of mine. He goes, oh, same thing. He goes, dude, just kill me. He goes, if I'm ever in a hospital bed and I'm not coming back, if you can knock the plug out of the wall or, you know, put something in the freaking IV tube, just take me out, please. You know, his parents both have a do not resuscitate order. You know, they both signed that. Yeah, there's just no point living like that. You know, my neighbor and the Tom at the hobby shop, he's like 88 years old and he's clear-headed. You know, he's running a business. He's fine. You know, my old neighbor was the same way. He was fine. He was like 87, talking to me perfectly clear and concise. And, you know, he wasn't feeble. And he went home after walking his dog and he died overnight. He died in his sleep in his favorite chair watching the television. That's the way to go. But going back and forth between an assisted living and an ER and a hospital room and sitting there with tubes in your arm all the time, it's no way to live. Please. I mean, come on. It's just so sad. And, but like I got 100 things to do here, so I'm going to get my butt moving and, try to get some things done just in case I do get called to the hospital later, and see what's happening. I'll probably go up and spend some time up there today. I would assume, either way, but we shall see. So if you're the religious type, the prayer type, give her some prayers. If you're not, give her one of these. I mean, that it turns out good. I'm sort of in between when it comes to that. But hopefully something works out here. I would love for her to be mom again. Just back and she's, somewhat normal. But I personally don't see it happening. My sister's already gave me some lab results from her, and basically neurologically she's on a rapid descent. Basically her brain is dying. So I don't think there's nothing they could do to bring her back. I think at this point, the most they could do is maybe, give her something to level her out a little bit until it's time, which could be hours, days, weeks, months, years. We don't know. But something's got to be done because she can't be bashing her head into the wall and stuff like that. I mean, I guess she was bashing her head hard and, she's throwing herself on the floor, taking tantrums. I mean, she's just, unfortunately, the brain's dying ahead of the body. And it's like the body doesn't know, it's like really messed up. It's like, come on. And it's like, get together, guys. They're not synced right now. And, there's really not much they can do, I don't think. I think it's more or less just a way to milk things out or make more money for the hospital. Just, hey, let's do more tests. Let's do another test. Let's do another test. Really? I mean, is it going to change anything? I mean, at this point in time, she's 83 now, or over 83. It's like almost 83 and a half. So, like, is there some miracle cure? Maybe there is. I hope so. But I don't think there is. So, well, anyhow, I probably bored you long enough. And I'm going to go ahead and get some other stuff done here just in case I do end up in an ER for the afternoon and evening. I don't know yet. I might get the call or text any second. So I'm going to go. So like, comment, subscribe. And like I said, pay a visit to some of these fingernail art companies. And even if you're in the store, see if they have water slide fingernail art. Some's 3D. You don't want that. But there's a lot of water. I mean, there's all kinds of subjects. So if you could use those in your building, model building, that'd be great. So I'm taking off. So like, comment, subscribe, and Joe will talk to you later. Bye-bye.